Safety appears to be a popular topic on the channel. I'm often asked a lot about the shots to play in certain scenarios. Well, let me say there's no way in this world can I cover every aspect of safety. There's so many variables about where these balls are going to land. It's just impossible to cover them all. Having said that, there are some general points that we can cover. So if we look at the first rule, and I emphasize this is a generalization, just a generalization about safety. First thing is that the greater the distance between the cue ball and the object ball, generally speaking, and I emphasize again, generally speaking, that's the first rule. But having said that, it's no good returning this cue ball to the baulk area or even on the baulk cushion if at the end of the day I'm plonking this object ball over the pocket. I mean, it'll just get potted, end of story. So we need to consider where the object ball is going as well. So here I've got a little scenario where I'm playing here. I could attempt the pot, we'll say on this red here, but it's a big risk. The black is covered, the pink is covered. I'm going to be careering into other balls. So it's such a big risk, it's not worth the trouble in doing it. So I'm looking at safety here. Now if I play off that red on the cushion, the red goes onto the side cushion and back again. The white will go off the top cushion and up towards baulk. But there's a very real danger of the two balls colliding. So here, the red will go somewhere over there, the white comes here, and there's a possibility of them colliding here. Now to avoid that, what they want to do is play with, in this instance, right hand side. So here, I play with right hand side off the red and the top cushion and come in behind the red. There, and back to baulk. Now I've played that shot a little too firmly. I haven't done a great deal of damage with the object ball here. I haven't knocked one over the pocket. So my opponent is in a reasonably safe position. So I'd be reasonably happy with that. Another scenario we might come across is with the red being tight on the cushion. Now even for good players it can be quite tricky to find a thin edge, and when you're trying to find a thin edge you are trying also to avoid the double kiss. But there is a situation where you can use that double kiss deliberately, right? And that is if you play the ball full in the face and get the double kiss, we're hopefully trying to leave the red down there and rebound the back off the red, the white back off the red back to baulk. So here I'm aiming a full ball shot, a fair degree of pace because I want the white ball to come back up here. And we double kiss up to the baulk area. Now it can be a little bit tricky as to where this red goes, but if you're in trouble, it's worth thinking about in that situation. Now obviously the shorter the distances involved between the two balls, then you should be more accurate. So there I can get the white to rebound and go back down to the other end of the table. Just a simple full ball double kiss, worth considering. Another situation may be when the ball is there, you don't want to do a lot of damage. It should be quite easy in actual fact to find an edge there, not moving the red too far and getting plenty of distance between the balls. But some people may have a problem with that. So another way of looking at that shot is to come up behind it. Now, the real object is to try and hit this red fairly full so that the red will go down to that end of the table and the white stays there. So this particular situation, I might need a little touch of right hand side to get behind the ball. The white stays there, the red goes down to the other end of the table. Now that's quite easy when the balls are close together, but let's assume they're further apart. The shot is still on. So over the longer distance, I can still play the same shot. I just need to be a little bit more accurate. So here, I don't fancy the pot. If I went for the pot and missed it, the white's coming down here, sticking my opponent up probably. I'd really like to play safe off it. Holding the white up there with screw can be tricky for some players. So I might decide to come up the backside again, off the cushion. So here, just a little touch of left-hand side. The red comes down here and the white stays up at the top end. Useful shots to think about. A, when it's tight on the cushion, don't forget the possibility of the double kiss. When you can get up behind it, there's a good chance of, if you can hit that ball full, right, that the object ball will come away and the cue ball will stay there. All right? So just shots worthy of consideration when you're playing safe. Lastly, what I'd like to say when you're playing safe, right, is if I'm trying to leave this ball on that ball cushion, right? For me to go direct to the cushion like that, it's very difficult for me to judge the pace of the shot and get it to stay on that cushion. Whereas if I can come at it obliquely, right, in other words at an angle, it should be a lot easier for me to get it on that rail. So I'm coming at it from this sort of position. Now it's easier for me to get it onto this cushion. So that's another consideration to think about when you're playing safe. To come off an edge and go straight up to the cushion, a problem to get it to stay there. But if you can go around the angles and get it to come obliquely at that cushion, a lot easier to get it to stick somewhere near that cushion. Good luck with that practice.